Hello everyone, this is Marco and welcome back to my channel. Now today I wanted to show you an update of my RUBBBER project. This one that you see here is version 2, an improved model from the first one. And obviously they're inspired by the original Kenner figures from the 90s, as you can see. So I decided to make my own version with a more accurate sculpt to the T-Rex that we all know and love. This prototype you see right now is the first version of the RUBBBER. It didn't have any arm or leg articulation, but this new one, as well as having an articulated and posable tail, also has articulated legs and arms. I have also used different types of materials this time. Before I just used silicone rubber and fast cast resin, but now the arms, the feet, and the head are all made with a polyurethane rubber, which is a much harder rubber than the silicone that I use for the body. The thighs are made from fast cast resin. As you can see, it still has the chomping action feature, but what's different from version 1 is that it has a completely new head sculpt. The inside of the upper and lower jaw are completely molded separately, which means that the teeth and the gums are made of fast cast resin. I've also tweaked the sound effects. Each variation of the RUBBBER has a unique roar. I've also improved the paint job. As you can see here, this Rex has subtle but effective striping. This variation here is a little bit different. You can see the scars on the neck and on the back. It has a different head sculpt from the Rex that we saw before, and a different coloring. Still has the same features, but I wanted to point out how much better the teeth cast separately look. As in my opinion, I think it looks a lot neater than before. The roar has a lower pitch as this animal is clearly older than the first Rex that we saw earlier. Now this one here is one that I've been looking forward to make for a long time. This is the male variant. It still has all the features, but it has a different sculpt. It has a thicker neck and a completely new head sculpt, as well as a different paint scheme and a different roar. I should also mention that these figures do stand. I find that a lot of toy companies nowadays design their figures with a much shorter tail, which compromises their ability to stand properly, which is the main reason why they oversize the feet. Now is the time to hear that new roar. I should also mention that on the snout, this Rex has some scars. I'm particularly fond of this paint scheme, as from the top it looks very similar to a snake. All of these RUBBBER figures are in the same scale as the new Mattel toy line figures, which means that they are in the 1:18 scale, so it should go really well with every 3 3/4 inch figure that you might own. I have also designed a RUBBBER Raptor with this custom packaging, which is a massive throwback to the original 90s toys. I would love to one day mass produce these and release them to everyone. So maybe in the future I'll start a Kickstarter so we can get enough funds to make this dream come true. So this RUBBBER features the same kind of articulation as the RUBBBER, but instead of a chomping action, it has a biting action, a bit like the Mattel Snap Squad figures. You can put this figure in virtually any kind of pose you want. For example, a nice jumping pose, or prowling, or even sleeping if you want. The head is posable as well. The body is made in the same type of rubber as the RUBBBER, and the legs, the arms, and the head are made of polyurethane rubber. And again, it scales up really nicely with your 3 3/4 inch human figures. This is the first RUBBBER in all her glory. Stands up all by herself. And here it is compared to the extreme chomping Tyrannosaurus Rex by Mattel. The RUBBBER is noticeably longer and taller. I took my RUBBBER outside and took some nice pictures in the sunshine. So we can end this video with a photo montage of all the figures. Make sure to stick around till the very end, as I'll be thanking my very generous patrons. I'd also like to add that I'll be making these figures on order, and I'll be putting up listings on my Etsy store quite soon, I hope. Probably before or just after the end of March. You can find links in the description.
Hey, you can also buy my figures and my paintings, as well as some sick merch on Etsy. Yes, I have an Etsy shop, and the link is in the description. I would like to give a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. Seriously guys, your support really does mean the world to me, as it helps me do what I love for you. You help me buy materials, and most of all, you give me a helping hand with improving the quality of the content of my videos. Even if it's just a small donation, every little helps. If you like my videos, please press the like button. And you could consider subscribing. It's free. Oh, and don't forget to press the notification bell button, because you don't want to miss any of my new stuff, right? I'm gonna say bye now, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. I will see you in the next one.